I'm not gonna hold you too long. It's cold out here. But listen, I was watching this content creator. Her name is Ashley. I don't know what her last name is. But this young lady does a date show like Kendra G. So it's like a Caribbean, I don't know if it's Caribbean or Jamaican, but like a Caribbean or Jamaican version of Kendra that wears more makeup than she does. So let me go ahead and move to a better place. So anyway, this chick was talking about gym, I guess, and she was listing the times of the gym, what time you go to the gym, what time he goes to the gym, sorry, specifically, what time he goes to the gym and what that says about him. And then she goes into breakdown, you know, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., business owner, business related, super busy. Then she says midday, lunch break, employee, end of the day, kids like teenagers, young adults, and then those that go to the gym at like 5, those are, people that are super ambitious, get up early before work. And then she said anyone that goes to the gym after 10 p.m. through, I guess, 4 a.m., who hurt you and all this stuff. Hey, that's a difference between men and women, right? Men are glad that you're going to the gym, whatever time you're going to the gym. It's whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Glad that you're there. Get it done. We support you. As long as your mental health, your physical health, your sleep, your way of being an adult or a parent, if you are, or a partner, if you seem like everything's on the up and up and we're just seeing improvement, that's all that matters. But women get into it, into fitness, and judging everything, right? They done found a new way to judge us, right? So it's like, it used to be one thing that we used to have that we didn't have to worry about being involved with, and now they're in it, and now they think they can, once they get in there and start putting out, different types of, observations and, what I'm saying, stereotypes. But anyway, I digress. Wanted to speak more specifically about gang stalking due to a request I got from a young man in the comment section. He didn't have his real name in there. Just said something like, God is my strength or something like that. So appreciate you, brother. He wanted to know people gang stalk, but I'm going to go ahead and be more specific about why women gang stalk. Now, as far as what he probably meant was like people in general, family members, old friends, coworkers, exes. The reason that they stalk is because, just to sum it up, they're all narcissistic type of individuals or sociopaths or psychopaths, right? Because society teaches us to be that kind of way. And unless get away outside the box, you're not going to really, um, understand why it's weird to kind of, because listen, people are nosy, and being nosy and keeping up with people that they think that might, I don't know, end up doing worse than them, makes them feel better. So makes them feel about their life. But when you guys are out here winning, and these people have talked bad about you previous to other people around them, they made predictions. Um, it's all insecurities, man, being projected outwardly. But they've said different things about you, so they can't really come out if they're watching you. They can't, because of their ego and the image they already built, where they've been talking junk about you for a while. You guys smash that like. So to answer that, in general, for gang stalking, it's just the nature of the beast. People don't have to reach out to you anymore because most people really don't care um, about you anyway. They just check in with you to see what you know and hoping that there's some drama. Okay, that's the real facts about it. There's very, 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 very few genuine people out there, authentic people that actually care. Most people are faking it for some reason or another. And the gang stalking, yeah, it's been something that's been able to be accomplished. You guys smash that like button. Due to our advancements in technology, I appreciate you, homie. Salute, salute. Z100. And with technology being the way that it is, and everybody being connected and people posting things for their own reasons, but people can also watch those things for malicious reasons. So people you've kicked out your life can still stay in touch with you. People that don't really like to interact with you and have talked bad about you can still, not stay in touch, but like know what you have going on. Because most people just want to know what you have going on. They just want to be nosy. They don't really like you like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a gossiper and someone that does it, then you're one of the people that's getting gossiped about. You need to understand that. Now, they gossip about each other too, but you guys have to understand, if you're not a gossiper, then you are one of the people they're gossiping about, right? That you're an easy target. You don't do it, so you ain't gotta. They gotta worry about you hitting up other circles of them, mutuals, and saying something about. Nah, it's like you don't do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Just got that download. Oh, if you're not a gossiper and you're too busy in life winning and doing what you do, and you're the main topic of gossip and losers. And gossipers are people that need to, how do I phrase this? Gossiping people are people who don't have the courage to fulfill the purpose God has put in their head to do, and they come up with all kind of excuses as to not fulfill that dream, or at least chase after it. They're a little dead inside, and when they see someone with a spark and going after life, getting after it, it reminds them of what they should be doing, and they're not. And a lot of these people have built a really good mask of making it seem like they're doing things they're really not. And someone with a spiritual eye like yourself, you can see right through it. You'll see people online being motivational speakers and telling you about how your spiritual health is important, but they're overweight. You see right through it. That's going to end up becoming a gossiper of yours, because you might say things like I do, like, well, how are you a spirit leader and you're trying to tell people the quickest way to God? And I remember when I was fat, I had a hard time speaking to God, and until I lost weight, I wasn't able to have a connection with him. And God doesn't want you to have any kind of overweight or fat, which is made up of all kind of crazy crap, and you got metal and plastic in your body, so it's kind of hard for God to really speak to you. God made the human body in a way where the more work you put on it, the better it looks, the more tapped in you are. But you're talking about being positive and this and that and what you have to do. You yourself are not living by example. And then you end up having a gossiper. So they cannot wear a mask anymore to hide who they are. You expose them. It's pretty cold out here, guys, so just bear with me, man. I had no idea. I just got bit and it came out here. And that pump wore off, and now I'm freezing. But we'll wrap this up here in a little bit before I start stuttering too much from the cold. But yeah, man, just know that gossiping people, they can't stand a real one. Real ones go after it. Real ones get it done. And when you're faking it till you recognize one of your own. They normally gossip with you, but when you get around someone who you think is faking it too, or you hear of them and you check them or get around them and you realize like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That aura hits different. You know what I'm saying? A real one is just different. Everything about them, like they're not perfect people. We're not perfect people, right? Real ones. But we give it our best. We give it our all. And when you do stuff like that, it's an aura on you. It's undeniable. Anyone that comes in your presence, they can't act like they don't see it or feel it. And these people, the gossipers, the gangstalkers, they wish they had this. They study it. You got to remember, we're in a monitoring spirit, observational spirit type of generation. So no one wants to be taught due to ego. They want to feel like they're self-taught through watching videos and observing other people. The problem with that is you don't have a soul after that, man. You don't know how to interact with people. You can't hold a conversation. You have no charisma. You gotta interact with people to get those interpersonal people skills. You can't get that through observing and mimicking what you see other people doing online that have that ability, right? And we're in that kind of time. And when you have that ability to speak to people no matter where you're at, you have an energy about you, so rehearsed or choreographed or, you know, impersonated from someone you've watched, you're able to do it on the fly. They're watching you do this stuff on the fly, like, oh crap, this person is really like that. And it bothers them. They've worked really these kind of skills or fake these kind of skills. You know, they've studied a lot of people and you have it naturally. So what they'll do, favorite thing to do to gang stalk, is come up with some goofy kind of way to gaslight you in front of other people. To this guy's an imposter. Look at this person. What does he think he is? Get a few people with you, guys smash the like button, and then you or those people and those other people are now watching you, hoping you mess up, waiting for any chance of you slipping over your words, looking for you to wear a shirt that's dingy, looking for you not to line up your beard, or for you ladies not having your hair right, or whatever they can do, you know what I'm saying, to try to make a real one look some type of way, which is really just trying to get or find a reason to validate the hidden malice they have for you with not justifiable. So they're gonna try to make you look crazy in another kind of way, so I don't like they're a freaking hater when they're really just a hater. You know what I'm saying? Just being extra. A gang stalker is just a hater with extra steps. A bigger cow needs a group. You know, and the only way you can get a group is to make other people that play on their insecurities. So you say something about this person who thinks he's something. He's just handsome, and you know, people like him, they're just handsome. They just, you know what I'm saying? And then you get other people who probably are not secure in the way they look, right? And then they're already insecure with their looks, and they're like, yeah, this handsome guy, think he's saying. Now you got a group. And now you got a group that can go and watch this person or hate on this person or repost whatever they say, and they have something in common. They're all insecure about their own looks, which makes vulnerable to anyone that looks good, and they assume that people that look good probably are arrogant or things are given to them, when, you know, I built this shit brick by brick, okay? And doggone, somebody gonna say something to me, period, point blank, you know, and think that it's about my looks. And look, man, if my looks has anything to do with it, or with you guys, whatever it is about you, then let that be that. People trying to find some kind of loophole or designator or some kind of way to critique you and make it seem like you're not working hard as you are. It only works on other people that are haters. When you have someone that's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna check them out, and they'll go check you out, and you're putting up positivity quotes, you're talking about going to the gym, you're talking about spirituality, you're talking about God, your kids, or whatever, you know, looking for jaded, you're just not a sucker no more, you're gonna make sure that you're vetting properly. You're gonna be like, it's another real one. You know what I'm saying? So a real one will recognize a real one. They won't be gang stalking or hating on you, but gang stalking do what they do best. Hey, now we're gonna talk about why women gang stalk, and it just boils down very simply, okay? Women are ego, and they're not gonna admit that they like what they see, so they're just gonna watch from a distance. Some of these women, you know, they find you attractive, but they don't know if they qualify, so they watch, and whenever it seems like you're slipping or making a mistake, it's like, oh, there it is. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, go after him, or, you know, because this guy, he's not, you know what I'm saying, because they're looking for anything seem like you're not as great as you come off to them. But when you pick yourself back up, whatever that shortcoming was that they think is an ender for you, then it's like, oh crap, he got back up again, what's going on? And then you keep getting up and getting better and getting better. These women then messed around and fell in love with you. They can't get enough. They watch everything that you do. They can't wait for a new upload. They want to find a way to get in proximity of you. If it's a crazy ex out there, she wishes that she could say she's sorry in some type of way, as if it would matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, no hard feeling, the truck and never come back. You guys smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with the women gang stalking, it's just when you are him and you're attractive like that, women don't know how to take it. They don't even know why they like you like that. They just, this is natural. It's primal, man. You have to understand. I was just, I'm gonna wrap it up with this. I was just going across the street, man, at the gas station after getting a little bit of gas. This truck pulled up, or this car pulled up, or whatever, and this woman started, getting some gas, but a truck pulled up behind her. I think the dude paid for her and the car full of women to get some gas or whatever. So then I pulled up after that to the machines, the vending machine that are in front of it, where I was trying to get something to drink or a coffee or something. And I pulled up, and as I'm getting my coffee out the machine, another car pulls right in front of my truck. You guys smashed the like button. I mean, so close that I can feel the heat from the engine on my head. And I'm like, this is almost dangerous. It's within feet of my head. And then I kind of like, leaned up a little bit, seen the front of the car, seen it was that burgundy car that was parked at the with those women in it, drunk women, who when I pulled up to the vending machine, could have swore I heard one of them say, damn, And, I'm not nosy. I don't care. I don't get nobody's business. I don't assume nothing. But when they pulled up in front of me, I got my coffee out, and I, looked at the car. I mean, they're right in front of me and right in front of my truck. Like 3 chicks in there. One of them probably was around my age because she looked it. You know what I'm saying? Then one of them was like probably early 30s because she looked mid 30s. And one of them looked like she was like barely 30s, so she's probably in her 20s. Probably sisters or something. There's a bar in the town. So they probably got back from the bar. So anyway, I'm getting my coffee. I'm trying to, how I be running from these American women, dude. I just be doing it, man. I just like see them coming, and I just be running, man. I'm like, nah. So I try to juke up out of there. So I grab my coffee, and I turn around, and I start walking away. And she's like, hey. I'm like, what's going on? And I look back, it's like, hey, I like your truck, And I'm like, oh, thanks. I appreciate it. You're so sweet. You know what I'm saying? I love your positive attitude. And then I walked around my truck, got in my truck, and hauled ass and got up out of there. Man, and when I was doing it, when I was getting my truck, man, I seen the rest of the women in the car, and they were looking at me kind of weird, but they were like listening to some rap or something, man. And these are all like North Carolina snow bunnies, man. And they were dancing in the car and whatnot. And I was, bro, I juked them so fast. They weren't expecting it. That was like, hey. She was reaching her hand out and everything. Like, nigga, no. Hey, where you go? I was like, no. Shh. No. I say what I mean. I'm going overseas. You're going to have to say, hey, what's your number? Hey, what's your name? Hey, what? What can I do for you? I like your truck. I like it too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love your attitude. You know what I'm saying? I said something like that. Love your attitude. They were looking at me so bewildered. They were like, oh, you thought I was going to just be like, oh, car full of snow bunnies. Hey, what's going on with you? What can I do for you, boss? No. Let me tell you something, okay? I'm looking, the one in the back was the only attractive one in there. She would have had to been the one to approach. You guys smash the like button. Otherwise, I don't care. You understand? I don't care. Man, look, you need like